Doing so TGIF, so make sure you grab your beverage and relax and enjoy and just cool off for the weekend. And today, with Memorial Day weekends around the corner, I always do this amazing barbecue ribs, and some of you guys have the opportunity to enjoy it. So now, for the first time ever, I'm gonna share my recipe, which I have never done for a very long time. So I want to share with everyone to the process. It is a process, so hopefully we can get most of it for you to know. First, you really need to get baby back ribs right here. Okay, you can get them at ShopRite, Costco or Cane's, whatever choice that you want to get. That is the best to do. And then what you do is that you are going to take each piece of them and you are going to do salt and pepper. So salt, right? And then we're going to do pepper on also. On both sides. So depending on how many people you're having, just your family. So I normally do around, probably, 6 to 8 packet. If you do longer ones, you can do 3 or 4. So I'm just gonna continue doing this for a little bit, the salt, and on both sides. And then you have pepper. And you want to make sure you wrap it really tight because there's lots of juice that will come out of it. And while you're doing this, you want to preheat your oven at 375 degrees. Okay, that's really important. I'm going to just do 4 just to give you an idea. So again, salt on both sides. And then so that's telling me the timing is, ready to go. Perfect timing. And then you put this into the oven. Okay. Now remember this. You're gonna have to do both sides. So you're gonna do the first round, 50 minutes on the back side. And then after another 50 minutes, you gotta open the oven and turn all the ribs over. Make sure you do that so both sides are evenly cooked. So you pretty much are pre-cooking the ribs in advance. So then while you're waiting for the ribs to cook, right? So now this is where the secret sauce come in. So you really want to pay attention to this. So you can grab either 2 liters of Pepsi, cherry Pepsi, or it could be Diet. I actually prefer Diet Coke, cherry Diet Coke, but they didn't have anything in the store, so I need to improvise today. So I didn't find any store. I went to actually 2 different ShopRite. So you can do either Pepsi or you can do Diet Coke, cherry Coke, but it has to make sure it's cherry because it has a little flavor to it. And what you do, you pour it into a large sauce container, and you're gonna put 2 bottles of it inside, all 2 bottles. Okay. And again, it depends how much you cook, because you want to make sure all the ribs are soaked into it, and that's really key. And you turn on the oven, the stove, and so you let them cook. Once that is boiled, now you can do any type of honey mustard. I do the smooth honey mustard, or you can choose this kind as well. Your personal choice is fine. So what I do is I actually put at least half of bottles of honey mustard in there. Okay. And then you gotta pick your favorite choice of barbecue sauce. I really like Sweet Baby Ray's. They have all different flavor. I use the honey barbecue sauce. They have this also smoke flavor too. So depending on how you like your ribs to be. So what I normally do is that I put in full bottles of the sauce in there. And if I know that I'm cooking more for more people, then I'll add another bottles in there as well. Okay. So then we gotta make sure we stir it. And you want to make sure the honey mustard doesn't stay in like a cutter, so you want to make sure it's very like a saucy type of feel to it. All right, now one of the other things you have to have is that you have to buy a 32-ounce jams. Okay, strawberry that's what I prefer. You can do raspberry, but it has to be just a red kind if you can. All right. And I pretty much put the whole thing. All right, so the whole packet goes in. Again, this is for 8 to 12 people, you know, so, and you kind of just need to make sure the jam is all melted away. All right. You want to simmer that for a while, for about 10 minutes, and wait till it boil. And while you're doing that, we have some pre-cooked ribs ready to go, voila. Just to speed things up, so this is not a 2-hour show for you, or process. So you see how nice those ribs are right now? Nice and tender and juicy, right? Okay. So what you do is then you, I mean, you can definitely keep it all together in one piece, but I like to cut them into smaller pieces. And make sure there's meat on both sides, so the bones stay together. All right. So we continue cutting this process. We cut all this rib down, you know, which I, not gonna bore you cutting all of it. I'll cut one more piece just so you can see it, what we're doing. Look at how, I mean, they literally get full off the bones right now already. So
that looks so good.
It's so yummy. I mean, you really don't need the sauce to eat it. I mean, we always just eat it like this as well. But definitely the sauce make it really different and make it really tender and very juicy and soft, and just fall right off the bone. So when this is done, you actually let it cool off about 30 minutes or so first. And this is all being cooked right now, the sauce. So now everything's melted. So this takes about, most of the time, about 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so. And when it's all melted down and simmer, and all your sauce, all your barbecue sauce, your honey mustard, and your strawberry jams is all kind of melted into the sauce, then you're really good to go. And typically you let that sit for a little bit to cool off. but today we just get, so what you do is you actually put the ribs, put the cooked ribs, it's kind of very hot, cooked ribs right in there. And you really should want to at least marinate for at least an hour, 2 hours. We found the best result if you actually do it the day before instead of overnight, and it's really amazing. So you do the whole process. So you let it sit for an hour, 2 hours in there. Then you get your grill going. Really easy. When you put it on the grill, you no longer have to sit there and check many times. You only sit put on the grill for less than 5 minutes and cook front and back, and you're done. And then voila, you have the most amazing barbecue ribs. So again, the secret sauce ingredients are Diet Coke with cherry flavor in it, okay, and honey mustard, any type of honey mustard that your choice is fine, and then also your choice of barbecue sauce. We like the honey barbecue sauce. That's, you know, depends on the flavor you like, and then the strawberry jams. You can try different jams as well, and of course salt and pepper, and you will have amazing ribs that come out. So hopefully enjoy this recipe, and let us know how your ribs turn out, and you have a happy Memorial Day weekends, and love to see you soon. Okay, bye guys, see you later.